All right. Welcome to the Elk Grove Unified School District Virtual College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in this event. We have some fantastic schools here with us today. My name is Nashira, and I will be your facilitator. Before we get started, a few housekeeping items. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to check out the schedule on the website. This presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/elk-grove. Now, I'd like to turn over to our first presenter, Lafayette College.
Thank you so much. I'm going to share my screen. Let's see. Great. So hi, everyone. I'm Kathleen Williams. I'm the Associate Dean of Admissions at Lafayette College. I actually live in Easton, but up until 3 years ago was your neighbor just up in Land Park. So Lafayette College, who are we? Where are we? That's what I'm going to talk to you about. So Lafayette College is a school in Easton, Pennsylvania. We are an undergraduate school only. We are named, as you might have gathered, after the Marquis de Lafayette, a man who was way ahead of his time. And he was an abolitionist, he was a suffragist, he defied his king at the age of 19 and set sail to help the colonists win the Revolutionary War. His motto was Cur non, which is Latin for why not, and it is our motto today. So at Lafayette, all things are possible. We have 4 different academic divisions: engineering, which we've been doing for 155 years, so long before it was cool to be an engineer; the social sciences, the natural sciences, and the humanities. Fun fact, Lafayette was the first college or university to have English as a major. So we do not admit by major. We admit by you, the person. We don't admit by division. We admit by you, the person. So want you to know that. We do not expect you as a 17, 18-year-old to know exactly what you want to do. And we hope that at our school, you will explore. Very common at Lafayette for students to double major, major minor, or in some instances, graduate with both a BA and a BS. We like to call ourselves an applied liberal arts school. That means that students are taking what they're learning in whatever major they have or whatever classes they're taking, and they're applying it to the real world, whether that's through externships or internships, or whether it's through community service. It's not required at Lafayette, but students do it. As an undergraduate college only of 2,700 students, the opportunities are yours and yours alone. So research opportunities, absolutely. You are doing them, could be as early as freshman year with professors. You can stay on campus in the summer and be an Excel research scholar, being paid to do research with a faculty member and getting to live on campus for free. So definitely 51 different areas of studies in addition to engineering, some popular majors: economics, neuroscience, international affairs, film and media studies. So we're we have it all. Average class size is 18.6, faculty to student ratio 1:10. Over 200 clubs and organizations. We are a residential campus in the truest sense of the word. 96% of our students live on campus all 4 years. This is not a place that empties out on the weekends, and I think that's important for you to know. What a lot of folks don't realize is that we're also Division I for sports. So if you were to Google Collegiate football rivalries, the Lafayette-Lehigh rivalry will come up on a top 10 and a top 25 list. Well, why would that be, you're thinking? Well, because Lafayette and Lehigh have played each other more times in college football than any 2 schools in the nation. They played their 150th game in 2014 to a sold-out crowd at Yankee Stadium. So nearly 50,000 people there. Happy to report a Lafayette victory, but also, downtown Manhattan, the Empire State Building was lit up on one side with Lafayette colors, on the other side with Lehigh colors. You couldn't go into an establishment without one of the schools being there. So you don't have to go to Stanford and Cal or USC, UCLA to get that rivalry. We definitely have it. So where's Easton? Well, Easton is the easternmost city in Pennsylvania. We are in the Lehigh Valley. Easton itself has a population of 30,000. You're looking at downtown Easton right now. To orient you, the college sits up here on what is aptly called College Hill. You can take some steps and that would put you right in front of our downtown arts campus where our film and media studies students, our theater students, our fine arts students take their classes. It's where our black box theater is. It's where our cinema is. To walk from College Hill to the roundabout that you're seeing takes about 20 minutes. This roundabout is home to the oldest farmers market in the country. Kind of a fun fact, the Declaration of Independence, quickly after it was inked, well, we all know it was read in Philadelphia, but it was also read in 2 other cities, one of which was Easton. If you're hankering for a big city, you can jump on a bus and be in New York City in under 2 hours and be in Philadelphia in about an hour and a half. The Lehigh Valley itself is a population of about 800,000. It's the 3rd largest area of Pennsylvania. And looking at downtown, you clearly don't see any chains. That's true, no chain restaurants. I brought with me from California kind of a snobby attitude about food, thinking, where am I ever going to get as good of food as we have in California? Well, let me tell you, I was wrong. And if you're a foodie at all, you would love the food in Easton. In addition to which, there is one chain, although it's not a restaurant, it's Dunkin' Donuts. So just so that you know, Dunkin' Donuts is to East Coast kids as In-N-Out Burger is to West Coast kids. There are just those people who are so passionate about it. So know that you can have that. Closest airport to fly into is Newark for a nonstop out of Sacramento. That's about an hour and 5 minutes from campus. Otherwise, you could fly into Abe, which is the Allentown Bethlehem Easton Airport. It's about 20 minutes from campus, but it would require you to do a change of planes. If you've ever picked up a Crayola crayon, you already have a connection to Easton. It is home of the Crayola crayon. And what you cannot see is 2 blocks to the right is where the Lehigh and rivers and Delaware River converge. So you can cut me off when it's my time. Wanted you to know that you can't, this is the aerial view of campus, and we are a common application school, test optional for 2022 and 2023. We are a school that meets 100% of demonstrated financial need. Very important to know. We also have merit scholarships. We do a holistic review. The merit scholarships are 10, 15, 20,000, half tuition and full tuition. We're an early decision and regular decision school. Would be happy to talk to you more. I have the coolest email on campus. It's willicat, W-I-L-L-I. I'll put it in the chat box, K-A-T @lafayette.edu. Huge return on investment. Please, we do look at demonstrated interest. It does snow from time to time in Easton, but we are open for tours and doing a lot of things virtually, and we highly recommend interviews. Woo, was that 6 minutes? All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll stop my share.
Thank you so much.
Right.
We will have Menlo College next.
Let me get my screen all set up. All right, so I'll be presenting to you all about Menlo College. We are a private 4-year business and psychology school located in the Bay Area. So I'll be talking to you about that in more detail. Like I just mentioned, we're located in the Bay Area. We are technically located in Atherton, California, which is a small town pretty much central in between San Francisco and San Jose. I like this graphic a lot. It shows a lot of the places where, you know, students can potentially intern at or get jobs at after graduation. I'll be reiterating that over and over again. That's a very big central part of our campus, wanting to just set up our students for success after graduation. And being in Silicon Valley, you know, we have plenty of options for students to connect and get that real world experience. We are a very small school. We have about 800 to 850 students here on our campus, and that breaks down to a 17-to-1 student to faculty ratio and an average class size of 19 students. So how that basically breaks down, and very similar in most, if not all other schools, is your general classes during your first couple of years are your slightly larger classes. So there'll be over 19 students. And then as you specialize in your field of study, the classes will eventually get smaller and smaller. Just because we are a small campus does not mean that there aren't plenty of opportunities to get involved here at our school. We have over 40 student clubs and organizations here on our campus, and you're also, of course, welcome to start your own. Our academic program. So we are a business and psychology centered school. So if you are at all interested in those fields, this is definitely a place to consider. Our majors are located or listed right here. given that we have such specialties here at the school, it's really great for students who are maybe undeclared, not sure what exactly they want to major in. They just know they're interested in business or psychology. All of our business majors take the same core classes, so it's very easy for students to get a little taste of all of the different business fields before picking their major, during their second, third year of college. It's also very easy for students who know exactly what they want to major in and maybe want to tack on an additional major, because again, all of our business majors take the same core classes. So it's very easy for students to say major in finance and international management, for example. But it's even common for students to decide to double major with psych and business as well. Our athletics. So we compete in the NAIA division, and we have 16 varsity sports and 4 club sports. I'll be talking about scholarships a little bit later on, but just as a FYI, if you were at all interested in competing in a sport, I highly recommend you reach out to me sooner rather than later, because our athletic scholarships cannot be stacked with our academic scholarships. So if you had questions about financial aid and what that looks like as an athlete, definitely reach out to me so I can connect you with the appropriate person to talk to in more detail. Each coach also has their own unique way of recruiting their athletes too. So again, if that's something you're interested in, please let me know. We also offer 4 different club sports for students, and we do compete with other schools, in the area who also have club sports as well. Like I mentioned before, internships are a central part of our school. All of our business students must complete an internship in order to graduate, and our psychology students complete a senior thesis. And while you are in your internship, you will be concurrently enrolled in a seminar course where you and other students working on their internships can share your experiences, and you'll be able to learn about the experiences that other students are having. We have an internship and career services center here at the school. You will be meeting with them, during your first couple of years, and then definitely you will be having an appointment with them, before that final internship that you will be using as your graduation requirement. And then based off of your major and things that you're potentially interested in doing, after graduation, we'll use one of the many relationships that we have to set you up with the best internship possible. Throughout the year too, we also offer a variety of workshops where you can turn in your resume, get feedback on that, schedule a mock interview. So again, a very big thing that we pride ourselves on is helping prepare our students for success after graduation. Financial aid. We know that this is a very important thing that students and families consider when picking a school, and we use our small, class size to really cater and help out each of our families navigate the financial aid process and help them, feel confident in making, their college decision if they do decide to come here to Menlo. So 90% of our students receive some sort of financial aid, with our average financial aid package being at $34,000. I think I have about a minute left, so I quickly want to go over our admissions requirements and deadlines. So in order to be admitted, we'll need an admissions application. We are on the Common App, but we also have an Express application. Is 2 that only takes about 15 to 20 minutes to complete. We also require a personal essay, letter of recommendation, and transcripts to be sent along as well. As far as deadline goes, we have our early action deadline of November 15th, where you'll find out your acceptance status in December. And then if you apply after November 15th, you will be a part of our regular decision pool, where you will find out the acceptance decision in March. All right, that's about it. I think the timing worked out well. Let me stop the sharing. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. We'll now have Willamette University.
Awesome. Well, hello, everybody. My name is Caitlin Forbes. I'm an assistant director of admission here at Willamette. So I want to take the next 6 minutes to just tell you a little bit about Willamette's story and introduce you to just a couple of the things that really make us unique. My hope is that at the end of these few minutes, you'll just want to spend more time with us through a more in-depth virtual visit or in-person visit. So a little bit about Willamette. We are located in Salem, Oregon, which is the state capital. It's also in the heart of the really gorgeous Willamette Valley. We are a liberal arts college, and we're supported by different graduate programs in business, law, theology, as well as the Pacific Northwest College of Art. We're also located in part of the country that is just generally sought after for its natural beauty, diverse ecosystems, outdoor opportunities, and many, many places to explore. We're also one of the most historic universities in the Western United States, and we were founded before Oregon itself was even established as a state. So our institution began to educate and shape innovative leaders just right from the very beginning, including our very own graduate, Emily York, who you can see depicted here. So as things like business and government, education, medicine, and different social systems were being established in the American West, it was Willamette alumni who were truly equipped with an education that allowed them to quickly make an impact as these industries just quite literally grew up around our university. I do like to mention our history because it's important to understand Willamette's rich heritage in order to understand where we're at as an institution present day. So our legacy of leadership and impact in the community is exactly what current Willamette students find here. If you were to step onto campus in 2021, we're a place that likes to take knowledge and turn it into action. So here's a lovely view of our motto. Our predecessors did give us this motto, and I do think it informs the current Willamette experience in a really real and true way. The motto that was established is "Not unto ourselves alone are we born," just in case you don't read Latin. I know that I don't. And our motto sums up what those early alumni knew from their time at Willamette, which is we're in a world together, and our education should be a time when we practice and explore how we will have an impact on others. We talk about the motto at Willamette a lot and continually challenge ourselves to live it in new and varied ways. We also do an exceptional job of providing students with occasions both in and out of the classroom to practice this idea of the motto, such as making positive change through leadership, service, and innovation. Inside the classroom, you'll find that we do an exceptional job of making sure that students have the student-centered education. So Willamette students will meet in these small groups where we have really highly engaged faculty lead primarily discussion-based courses. Even if you're in a traditional lecture-based field like a STEM field, it'll still be discussion-based. These small groups are interactive, and they're designed to help students develop the important skills that will see them through their lives and their careers. Skills like critical thinking, creative problem solving, and the ability to consider varied perspectives. Our faculty are accomplished academics. They research, write, and publish extensively, but first and foremost, they're here as teachers. They serve as mentors who will help our students really learn how to learn, and they can grow and change as the world around them changes. So it's no wonder why Willamette has more Oregon Professors of the Year than any other college in the state by quite a significant margin. We also feel strongly that the incredible classroom environment at Willamette is critically supported by experiential and co-curricular activities. So things like study abroad, hands-on research, and internships are the interactive out-of-class experience that Willamette students participate in. Also, our unique location really contributes to our ability to provide these opportunities. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about where we're located in the world and how those opportunities present themselves. So that's a little glance of where we're at in Salem. We're an urban campus, so we are set right at the downtown of the Salem area, and we're the only campus in the nation that sits directly across the street from the state capitol building. That distance is 76 feet, so super, super close. You can see students in everything from research opportunities and opportunities to engage in politics, economics, psychology, and data science, just because of our proximity and long-standing relationship with the state capitol. Also unique to our location is the positioning of Salem Health, which is one of the Oregon's largest hospitals, which is also right across the street on the other side of campus. Our pre-med program is well supported by our proximity to Salem Health. They could be in the form of internships in the emergency room, for example. We also own a 305-acre outdoor learning laboratory called Xena, where students can quite literally dig in the dirt of the unique region, doing things like restoring habitats and participating in forestry studies, and even growing their own vegetables. We have a Xena farming club that does sustainable produce farming, which is really cool. Finally, we're also co-located with the Tokyo International University of America. So the American Studies program brings about 100 or so students from the Japanese campus to live and learn with us in Salem each year. And this program is a great reminder of our strong commitment to all things international. We really value the experiential learning that comes from the exchange students who share our campus, as well as the amazing opportunities that other students find while participating in our 66 study abroad programs. So as you can see, we're physically located in a way that we are just quite literally surrounded by research and opportunities for students to extend their learning beyond campus. There's a lot more to say, but before my time is up, I just wanted to mention that we do use the Common Application. We review applications holistically, and we've been fully test optional for several years now. We never charge a fee to apply because we don't want that to be a barrier for any student seeking access to Willamette, and every applicant, including my friend here, is considered for our generous financial aid awards. 99% of students get financial aid at Willamette. We encourage applications from bright, diverse, prepared students who want to make an impact and interact with the challenging world around them, different ideas, etc. So if you want to be a part of those deep traditions and history that we've made, Willamette is the shaper of innovative leaders, and I hope that you'll take the time to learn a little bit more about us. So you can visit our website or explore our extensive in-person and virtual visit opportunities. Don't hesitate to reach out to our office directly as well. And as always, go Bearcats. I'll go ahead and put my information in the chat. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. We now will have Columbia College Hollywood.
All right. There we go. Hello, hello, everyone. My name is Kyle Ryan, coming to you from Columbia College Hollywood. We are located right in the heart of Los Angeles. We are a private, nonprofit, liberal arts college, but we focus within digital media. So all the majors that we have and all the students that we have on campus are content creators, are storytellers, and a little bit about the school. As I mentioned, our school has been around for almost 70 years within the LA area. And throughout that time, we have had a lot of alumni come through within a few different areas of study. So at our college, as I mentioned, the areas that our students study under are within cinema, graphic design, visual effects, and recording arts. And as you see, those areas underneath each of the majors are the areas that you would be taking classes in within your major. And then within your junior year, you would pick one of those areas in your major as your emphasis. So what you want to focus on and specialize in for your junior and senior year. All of our programs on campus are hands-on project-based curriculums. So if you ever take a tour of the campus, you are not going to see large lecture halls with 100 students sitting in them. The average class size at CCH is about 15 students. So all professors know their students by name. They know who is excelling, who is falling behind in class. And as I said, it's all hands-on project-based curriculum. So if you're a filmmaker, you are going to be making films within the first couple weeks of freshman year. If you're a designer, you'll be designing. Visual effects, you will start on the animation software within the few weeks. Recording arts, you're going to be in the recording studio. On campus, we have 2 movie theaters. We have a full film studio. We have a television broadcasting studio. We have multiple rehearsal labs. And we also allow our students to film and take gear off campus anywhere in California, which is part of your tuition with us. And so it is all about building up a digital portfolio. We strongly believe that, as you are probably aware, the world is going digital. And as the world goes digital, we need more professional artists creating a lot of the digital content that we are interacting with, from advertising to video games to feature films and streaming services. Entertainment industries nowadays are looking for more and more professional artists out there. And so exactly what makes us special? Well, definitely our alumni, for one. As you can see, Cheyenne Tan, who graduated just in 2017, was a 2020 Academy Award nominee. And it's not just Cheyenne. If you see Jungle Cruise, which just came out, that was directed by a CCH alumni. If you have seen Avatar, Thor Ragnarok, John Wick 2, La La Land, Hunger Games, Spider-Man 3, Jurassic World. You have seen work done by CCH alumni, either directing, producing, or cinematography within those films. So that 70 years of experience gives us a strong foundation within Los Angeles. We have strong partnerships with studios, with advertising firms, which helps when it comes to our career fairs and internships for our students. As I mentioned before, we are a community of creatives, so you are surrounded by like-minded individuals, and your networking gets going within the first days on campus. And not only do we give you the digital skill set that you're going to need to be successful in a lot of these industries, but we focus just as much on your life and career skills. We like to say that you could be the best filmmaker, but if you don't know how to put together a portfolio, if you don't know how to conduct yourself in a job interview, you might not get that far. So we need to focus just as much on your career skills. As I mentioned, internships is a big part of going to school with us. These are just some of the companies that we have long-standing relationships with. We believe that the more your class environments can feel like the real world, the more that we can expose you to the real world, real projects, the better off our students are going to be when they graduate and enter those job fields. So we also offer a long list of scholarships for our students. These range from scholarships that require a creative portfolio, from having good grades. If you have a 3.0 coming out of high school, we have a scholarship for you. If you apply and get accepted early enough, we have scholarship money as well, and the list goes on. So in my last couple minutes, throughout the year, not only are we doing campus tours physically, but we also have weekly virtual open house. So if you would like to learn more about housing, scholarships, financial aid, how to apply, anything like that, I will be putting a link in the chat where you can sign up and stay connected with me and Columbia College Hollywood. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. We would now have Jessup University.
All right, are you guys able to see? All right, how you guys doing? My name is Rob. So I work for Jessup University. We're a small private Christian university. We're in Rockland, California, which is pretty close to Sacramento. So it's about 30 minutes from. I like to start off my presentation with a couple pictures, so you can kind of look to see what our campus is going to look like if you possibly choose to become one of our students. And I like to also start with a fact. So 99% of our students receive financial aid. And we do this by offering some unique scholarships that are that come directly kind of from the school, and not necessarily so federal and state. So I always ask the students to ask themselves 3 questions. You don't have to answer it now, but just be thinking about these questions. For college, what are you most excited about? The second question, what do you hope a college experience will give you? And then third, what are you least excited about? Or I would say maybe nervous about when it comes to going to college. Now, I would say keep these questions about every college that you experience throughout your journey and whatnot. So one of our slogans is anything but ordinary. That's what our school tries to be. And this is special because we want every student to find their path, whether it's spiritually, socially, or professionally. So we try to be anything but ordinary because we feel that's what our students are. And 3 of our pillars are affordability, community, and opportunity. And I'll be explaining a little bit more throughout the presentation. So I already stated that 99% of our students receive financial aid. Another big thing is that our students graduate with 30% less debt than the national average of college graduates. I can say that's super big. I am not one of those students that graduated with 30% less debt than the national average. So This is something I feel like is super huge for students. It's something I feel like students and their parents want to hear. Are you going to be employed after you graduate from whatever specific university? I also wanted to include like a roadmap to apply. I'll explain a little bit more with the 6 minutes. I can talk about this for a whole hour. So I just wanted to show you guys, these are a list of some of the scholarships that we do and grants. So we award based off of academics, as well as based off things that may help a student even more financially. So we have a diversity grant. We have a grant if one of your family members works in the ministry. We have a church partner grant because a lot of partner churches around the area partner with William Jessup, and they're able to donate money on behalf of, maybe their alumni status and things of that nature, and they give grants to some of the students. And then we have a couple other grants here I'll explain a little bit later. Community, that's one thing that separates us as a school. We're a pretty small school that has its upsides. So our student to faculty ratio is 12-1. I remember I went to school and one of my first classes had over 250 students in it. And I can't tell you that professor's names right now. In comparison to our school, you'll be able to know your professor's name, you'll know their family, and they'll know yours because it's more of a community type of feel when you come to Jessup. You'll have mentorship with the faculty that's built into every major to foster faculty care for the students. Like I said, you guys are going to actually become a family with your professors. They're going to actually know your names, which can potentially lead to them mentoring you, which can ultimately lead you in a job, in an internship. And our dorms are ranked number 7 in California by niche for safety and modern amenities. Opportunity. So our internships, we have multiple available included in each major. And 95% of our graduates have either gone to graduate school or they've been employed within 6 months of graduation, which is huge. It took me over a year to become employed and not even in one of the majors that, or the major that I had in college. Then academics, of course. So these are 6 colleges. Within those colleges, it's split up in between 20 different majors and 20 different minors. And then there are ways to get involved that are also outside of academics. So we got athletics. We're in the NAIA Division I conference. We have study abroad programs. We have arts, of course. You can audition for any one of the theater productions that we have. We have choir and worship band, art shows, and we also have student leadership if you want to get involved, be in some type of club, which I encourage every student to do. Get involved in something outside of academics, whether that's a club or becoming one of the theater or being in one of the theater productions as well. So everybody's on social media. So we love to give out a lot of our social media handles. So here's our Twitter, here's our Zeme, our Facebook, there's goes our YouTube, and then that's our Twitter. If you guys want to write that information down. And then we have a link or a QFR code that we want you guys to scan. So students, just pull out your phone, you'll be able to scan that, and then you'll be able to give us information so we can contact you to set up like a tour, set up an individual meeting with me. I'm one of the admissions counselors. And that's kind of how we get the students to fill out that information. Boom, and that's my name, contact information. I can say every student that fills out that code and contacts me, I'll waive your application fee. And that's how you can get in contact with me by my cell phone, office phone, or by email.
Thank you so much. We will have Vanguard University.
Hi guys, welcome. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here. My name is Arlene Negrete. I am an admissions counselor here at Vanguard University for all of LA County. Vanguard University is a smaller private Christian liberal arts university located in Costa Mesa, Orange County in Southern California. We are about 4 miles away from Newport Beach, right across the street from the OC County Fair, and about 15-20 minutes away from Disneyland. So if you guys are big fans, we are in a great, beautiful location here at Vanguard. We actually were here before Disneyland, so fun fact, we were founded back in 1920, so we've actually been here for 100 years. We are celebrating our 100th year anniversary, and with that, we got a huge birthday present, which is this building right here called the Wall Student Center. This center was placed in the middle, in the center of our university, where we have a lot of students just coming out, hanging out, engaging with other professors, other students. On the first floor, we have our brand new cafeteria. It's a huge, delicious buffet style cafeteria. Right next to that, we have our new coffee shop called Dr. Ben's, if you guys are coffee lovers out there. And then on our second floor, we have our new fitness center, a huge gym, kind of like a 24-hour fitness gym where it's open late hours. We have a beautiful terrace area where students get to watch the sunset, feel the ocean breeze, and just hang out with other students, and again, connect and engage with everybody on campus. So this is something that we're extremely, extremely proud of, and hopefully you guys get to join us for the next 100 years here at Vanguard. Something that makes us really, really unique here is our academic excellence. So we have smaller class sizes. I actually graduated from Vanguard with my psychology degree, and my smallest class here was only about 9 students. So it was very common for our professors to just text us and say, hey, for class today, we're going to meet at Starbucks, or we're going to go out for lunch. It really does feel like a family here at Vanguard University. It's about 21 students on average, so maybe similar to your high school. And it's very, very personal. The professors are really, really here to help you and support you. They have open office hours if you ever need an extension on a report, if you have any additional questions, even if you need prayer, they are really here to help you. They become like your family. I still have their phone numbers down on my cell phone if I ever need them. If you are looking to get a letter of recommendation for an internship, a job, or to go get a master's degree, or to go to med school, you will get that here at Vanguard because of those relationships we have with the professors. With our academic excellence, we have 39 degree programs. So our most popular and our most popular programs here, our top 5 programs are psychology, biology, kinesiology, communications, and business. But we have other programs like nursing, a music program, we have engineering physics, computer science, a new teaching credential program where you will get your credentials and your bachelor's in 4 years. So a lot that you can choose from here at Vanguard. And then obviously it's very, very important to us, the way that you grow in your faith here at Vanguard. We have a strong spiritual climate where we have students attend chapel services throughout the semester and attend religion courses within the 4 years that they are here. You'll have opportunities to attend mission trips both locally and globally. We have study abroad, we have devotionals, Bible studies, free retreats that you can go to on the beach here at Vanguard. I know I have attended a couple when I was a student. We have 20 student-led worship teams here. So there's a lot that you can get involved in to help you grow in your relationship with Christ. We want you to create a pulpit out of your career. So no matter if you are going out into the science field, business, we want you to glorify God wherever it is that you are going. We have 125 intramural sports teams and clubs. Our most popular clubs are our cultural clubs. I was part of El Puente, which is our Latino society here. We have BSU Black Student Union, APIC, Asian Pacific Islanders, so many other clubs here, we have academic-based, interest-based. We also have intramural teams. So if you are not thinking of going into sports professionally or long-term, you can get involved and just do it for fun. Speaking about sports, we have 17 different sports that we offer our students, and we offer athletic scholarships as well. So if you are in sports now and you want to pursue that in college, let me know, write to me in the chat box, or visit our athletics page, vanguardlions.com, to reach out to the coaches. You can start practicing with the team now and send in your recruitment form as well. That was a little bit about who we are as a university, and hopefully you can see yourself here as a student. But if there are any seniors here, we'd love to provide you with a free application waiver code so that you don't have to pay this $45 fee. I will show you the QR code in a bit, but you'll go and access our application on vanguard.edu/apply now. It's a super quick and easy application to complete. You'll submit a Christian experience statement, tell us a little bit about your faith journey, and your transcripts. We look at your sophomore, junior year grades, and we have a preferred minimum GPA of 2.7. For this next coming year, we are test optional, so it is not a requirement to submit your test scores. Our biggest goal here is to make Vanguard University and your college experience as affordable as possible. So 98% of our students receive financial aid, whether that's in an academic scholarship, athletic, music, or any need-based grants. We offer scholarships that run from $8,000 up to $25,000 per year. So a lot of financial aid that you can receive here at Vanguard. Go ahead and scan this QR code to receive a free application. Take a picture of this screen to reach out to us with any more questions that you guys may have. Thank you so much, and God bless you guys.
Thank you. I'd like to invite everyone to join me on camera as we go through a short question and answer. So I'll start with Lafayette College. What advice would you give someone going through the college search process?
I would tell them to be open to new schools you've never heard of, open to, once you get onto a college, to majors you've never considered. So just be open. There are nearly 3,000 schools in this country. You are going to bloom where you're planted. I hope that's at Lafayette, and I hope I said something in my very abbreviated time with you, but I would love to have more Californians. And yes, be open. Turn on. Why not?
Thank you. Menlo College, what's one thing you want students to remember about your school?
Just how much we want to set up our students for success outside of college, given our location in Silicon Valley, we really try to take advantage of that to set our students up for success. So if you're business minded, if you want to do something in business, even if you aren't quite sure what you want to study, I hope you consider applying to our school, or at least reaching out for more information.
So Willamette University, what is one myth you'd like to debunk on the college admissions process?
Yeah, definitely. So I would say in terms of like debunking it, talking to your admission counselor is scary. I feel like that is a silly one, but I think a lot of students are afraid to contact the colleges they're interested in because they're worried that asking questions could look weird or anything like that. Please talk to us. You see a lot of friendly faces on your screen right now. We want to help you with the application process. We want to answer your questions. And if we don't know the answer, we will connect you with people who do know the answer. Another kind of one-off myth is private schools are unaffordable. There are a lot of great private school options. So definitely take a look at private colleges. We have great merit awards. It's a really inclusive, student-centered environment. And so just check out different options and don't feel limited based off of private or public schools, and just know that we're always on the other end of that phone call or email ready to help you out.
Right. Columbia College, Hollywood, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process?
I would say the best piece of advice would be to take as many college tours as possible. I know that every college has a great website, every college has a social media presence, but you're not really going to know if that college is right for you until you are physically on their campus, walking around. And if you can, talk to current students, right? Talk to students who are in that process going there and get the pros and cons from it. Yeah.
All right. Williamette Jessup University, what's one thing you want students to remember about your school?
Rob, you need to unmute.
I said a whole lot already, but one thing I want you guys to remember is that we want to meet you like truly where you are, and guide you to be more, in tune with yourself spiritually, socially, and professionally. I know sometimes it's a myth when people hear, oh, they're a Christian university, like, so do I have to be Christian to come here? And that answer is absolutely not. We want to meet you at the faith that you are now. And like I said, and elevate you to get to where you could be.
Right. And Vanguard University, you have a question in the Q&A, but what is one myth you'd like to debunk on the college admissions process?
Yeah, so I remember being in high school and thinking, oh my gosh, I got a C, I got a D in one of my classes. No university is going to accept me. That is not true for most cases. Here at Vanguard University, we are a school of second chances. And even if you did place below a 2.7 GPA, we have a supplemental academic success statement that you can write out and let us know how you will work hard to, be a student here at Vanguard, and how you will be successful. So don't let that stress stress you out too much. There's a lot of universities out there that provide you with the resources and help to be able to be admitted to a great university.
So thank you all, and thank you all for joining us. When you close this window, you will be there will be a link to a very quick 5-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback that you can provide. We encourage you to check back on the schedule and sign up for more sessions. You'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other session recordings at strivescan.com/elk-grove. Thank you so much and have a great one.